GM, howdy fam. This is Blue Eye Queen coming at you with another On the Dial with Blue. And I'm really excited for today's podcast featuring. We have two special panelists today. You're in for a treat. I'm going to let the chat warm up for just a few seconds before I start the initial meet and greets. So, welcome in. It is Friday Vibes. We're feeling it today. I'm going to reset over here on abstract. Yep, we've got our abstract friends in here. So I'll go through and just say hi to everyone that's already tuning in. The countdowns on Twitter have been really helpful to let everybody know when we're getting ready to go live. So I can see that that's working and it's in our favor. So right now we're on abstract. We're live streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, the whole spectrum. It's amazing to have all of you here. It's such a delight. We are all going after the same thing in community, and that's empowering each other and raising each other up. And so we couldn't do it without all of you. So GM, I see some folks right now. Be Epic, Frosties, wallet address ending in A943. Hello, welcome. And it's really good to see you all here. If anyone has any questions on for our panelists as we're going through, feel free to drop them into a comment, and we'll raise those to our friends, and you'll be able to find them on social media so you can follow their journeys and see what they're up to. And so each and every time we start the podcast, I like to address the formality of the stream so that we can talk more about what its purpose is. So I'm a person with a disability, and I have a unique audience, and they have limitations with sight or language, and they or sign. And so one of the features that we're going to be incorporating is to have subtitles for our audience to be able to listen in real time and have a place where they can come and have education, chatting, because there isn't anything really out there like that. There's a couple streamers on Twitch that are doing the live subtitles, but in this moment, I'm doing demos. I'm trying to find what's the best that works with this facilitation. So for the formality, what we'll do is we'll take the question and we'll put it as a spotlight so that the users that are tuning in, they can have that transparency. And then when the streams are finished, we'll take a blog post, and all of the subtitles will be incorporated with another tool that I'm using, and it's called Opus, O-P-U-S. So although we're not able to get that live in this moment, it is coming. But once the stream is finished, I'm pretty quick at getting the turnaround time of that podcast so that you can have that facilitation. But again, it is on the horizon. It is coming soon. And so without further ado, I like to share a video about myself and what my world is like in the eyes of Blue Eye Queen. So I'm going to put that video up first, and then I'm going to introduce our first panelist, and we'll have a demonstration. So without further ado, GM, this is Blue Eye Queen, yours truly, your favorite and your one and only. I'm an abstract artist, a painter, a dreamer. I'm a creative. There's always something going on in my world. You'll never see me without a paintbrush or something in my hands to sparkle it all up. I work with some of the most amazing people in this business, in this industry, and I pride and I thrive on being the best version that I possibly can be each day, because I'm an artist and I pull up and I do all the things that I need to do just to get into the door with my limitations, and I never stop. Art is a whole different form of hustle. You have to be vulnerable in your skin to outweigh and outlie the rest. There's so much toxicity that gets enticing, and there's a kill to the desire of wanting to touch that. But when you're authentic and when you are yourself and you're not afraid of what people see in you, that is when doors open, when the floodgates start and all of the right people are presented in your path. You just have to pull up. I'm always giving my energy to the full capacity, but yet I don't know what this unknown is going to be. So I just do it because I'm passionate about it, and it's fun and it's exciting. And I have a support system. I have my family, my fiance, my community, my friends, and my little coconut And all of those things are what matter. When you know that you're on the right path and no one can stop you and art is subjective and everyone's going to have an opinion, that is the best way to live life, is to live life with intention and passion and positive influence. There's just so much to be grateful for. Even when you feel like you're in the hardest of the days, you have to remember there are other people that are struggling worse than you. And you need to start opening your mind to being appreciative of all the things that you've had and what you had to sacrifice to get yourself here. I'm consistently facing barriers of doors, of ramps, of parkings, but I still pull up because I love life and I love what I do, and I'm Blue Eye Queen, yours truly. Yay! Amazing. I see all of the emojis in the chat. I see all the firing going up. Everyone's leaving comments. So cool. It's like, again, we're already just jumping into things, and the support system is a massive. So appreciate y'all for being here. And without further ado, I'm going to pull up our first panelist, which is Crypto Run. And I want to say hello to Crypto Run. How you doing over there?
I'm good. GM Queen. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's just been a fun pleasure to watch your journey throughout the Web3 world and the NFT space and all of our friends that are coinciding. And yeah, it's just amazing. So I'd like to just start off by, you gave me a couple of links, and I was just going to play through a few of them, and then we could deep dive into who you're all about. So let's check it out here. So we've got Crypto Run. Amazing. Yes. And I have a few more in the background as well. So as we're going through our panel today, we can share more about that. So do you want to give us a quick elevator pitch on who you are and where you are and what you're about?
Oh, yes, sure. First, my name is Dima. I'm one of the co-founder of CryptoRun. So CryptoRun is a mobile game. The intention is that we want to onboard mobile gamers into the Web3 without friction. So, and the game is that we have been looking for so many kind of games that we want to build. But I think we hit the sweet spot where basically like we want to build a casual mobile games so everyone can play, and we can bring them into the Web3. So that's kind of like the elevator pitch. And what makes our games different is that the game, when we started, this was way back in 2022. So when we launched the game, it has a built-in Web3 wallet inside of it. So even some of the mobile gamers, they don't realize that they're already on board into the Web3 with the game. We just want to make it as simple as possible. And yeah, so that's kind of like a quick introduction about CryptoRun.
I love it. Are you, do you have a team that facilitates with you as well?
In terms of like development, yeah, we are there are a few developer of us, including me. Like I'm doing the game development as well. I'm doing the smart contract development as well. So it's like amazing. When you have a small teams, it's kind of like you have to do everything by yourself. I mean, together with the team, yes.
Yeah, wearing multiple hats. A lot of the folks that are tuning in are entrepreneurs, and you know, you just got to roll up your sleeves and learn it and get creative with it. And let's kick it off with some of the first questions that are coming in. They're already getting hot and spicy. And the first one, what has inspired the creation of Crypto Run games? Like, what was the madness in the mind that made you want to pursue this?
So I guess I got the idea is that when I saw my nephew, he was like probably in US is like just going into high school, right? But he already started trading futures. I was kind of shocked, like he's just on high school and trading futures on Binance. So I was asking him like, how do you like what do you decide to buy at that kind of stuff? So he's like following his friend. Ended up is like he's lose quite a lot of money, which is remind me when I got started into Bitcoin. We also get started. I got started in 2017. Along the way, you got scammed, you lost your money, and then you FOMO. Eventually, you lost more money. That kind of stuff, right? So it's kind of a painful experience. So we thought about like, why not if we just create like a casual game that at the same times let to teach people about crypto, right? In a fun way. There's no risk at all. So I mean, like for us in the crypto world, we know what kind of coins to buy, like all the meme coin or whatever we can name it, right? But to people outside crypto, what they know is probably is only Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? With this game, we kind of introduce them to like a different kind of coins they can buy, and then in the game, we kind of try to mimic the futures trading. Basically, like you have to take a position doing a long or short. So if you're doing a long, then you can only collect the coin in green color, or if you in short, you can only collect the coin in red color. If you take the other coins, then it will actually minus whatever coins scores that you already have. So yeah, it's just kind of like a fun way introduction into future trading. Yeah.
That's amazing. And it's just such a fun, I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, this is amazing. Yeah, I can see that you've incorporated some of the Made by Apes brands in there and
Yes.
all that good
Yes.
stuff. Do you want to chat a little bit about what that means? It looks like is it earn something, or is it a certain level, or how are you collaborating with other collaborations?
In terms of like the Made by Apes.
It looks like, just in general, maybe, is this a generic? Is this like a
Oh,
generic partnership, or is it just for um
uh,
anyone?
this is like one of the way we helps a user to make money is that for the players to watch an ad, right? So this kind of just random ad, but the idea is that our game is that once you watch the ad, once the ad is finished, you right away instantly earn USDT or some other coins. So that's what set us different from a lot of P2E. Again, our target market is like we just want to target as many as user as possible, especially those non-crypto user.
Mm-hmm. And are you noticing that newcomers are coming to this Web3 world and playing crypto run games? Like, what makes this easy for them to onboard?
I think the way we present the game, we not even like try to say it's like, oh, this is a crypto game, right? We just make it like a fun game. The thing is like they don't have to do anything about like set up website. I mean like transfer token, buy NFT or all that kind of thing, right? Because we just want to make it very easy. Like they just download it as played as like any other games. They got it from App Store, and then one thing is a little bit new to them is that this is the first time they can play the game and earn something out of it right away, right? I think this is made possible by blockchain as well. So in the past, it's like if you want to transfer money, it's quite hard. But because of the blockchain, then they can start to do like some sort of micro earning. So yeah, they get a micro earning, but every week we also have a raffle. So the raffle is we going to give like a bigger prize to whoever play the game. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, we kind of like notice not everyone's really good in the game, right? I mean like my aunt or I know people that they just like to play, but they're just not really good at it, right? So we want to kind of be inclusive in the game. So it doesn't matter how good you play the game, as long you watch the ad, you will get a ticket. This ticket we are going to use it as a raffle, right? Let's say within a week you collected like 50 tickets, and then out of your 50 tickets we just raffle the thing. If you lucky, and yeah, you will win some tokens. Yeah.
It they You have some folks that are saying that your energy and your content are top notch. They're just like so thrilled with what you're saying, and also in the abstract channel as well. I want to shout out to some folks that are tuning in: Lucky, Dreams, Frosty. Everyone is saying that your graphics, your rendering, the lasers, everything that you're doing here is impeccable. So I wanted to give those flowers to you.
Wow, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, about the game design, if you look at it, is that the blue and red is actually is like a candlestick. If you trade on crypto, is a candlestick, And then in terms of like the music, the laser is kind of like we got the inspiration from Beat Saber. If you play the virtual reality game Beat Saber with the songs, we will kind of like try to mimic some of it. Yes.
Now that you say that, now I see it. So what he's saying is if you're looking at tokens or a graph, or I don't know, my example would be like pump fun. There's like little bars that go up and down when things are moving. And so I can sort of see that you've added those layers into there. So anyone that's immersed in this space, like these folks are saying, like top notch, they're finding those details. So that's what's going to make people want to know more and get more involved, is when they see that it's something familiar. So great job
Yes,
in
yes.
there. So there's some
Thank you.
more questions coming in, and I'm just so happy to see that this is tuning into a really engaging conversation. And so let's focus a little more on that education piece, because there are a ton of newcomers that are Web 2 that are listening in, and there's others that are still getting into gaming. So what are some ways that you're using education to incorporate into your game about crypto and blockchain? You talked about earnings and a raffle. Are there other ways that people can chat or communicate, or is it more of a like a catch-all where you go through different navigations and you get the tokens, or are there ways that they can learn blockchain through this?
Oh, well, this is more like a fun introduction. Like we try as much as possible put things inside that. I guess my main motivation is that for people to have fun and hopefully they don't get scammed, right? So in the game, actually, like it's not in the clip. It's actually like you will see many bears, right? Bear actually represent like the price is going down. But if you hit the bear, then it will there will some words on top of it, like you're being scammed, you're being robbed, you're being hacked, that kind of stuff, right? So it's kind of like just a fun for people to learn certain kind of terms, like do your own research, that kind of thing, Safu, safe. So along the way in the game, you learn this kind of terms, right? So when for example, when you die in the game, it will show you as a wreck, right? So for people outside crypto, it's like, well, what is wreck, right? But at least when this game, it's kind of give you an introduction.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever want to teach someone like your aunt or like your niece, your nephew, right, about crypto, the thing is like if you give them like a MetaMask, like you feel a little bit worried, right? If they lost their money, you actually like kind of feel responsible for it too, right? But if you're just giving this game, it's like, yeah, you don't have to worry like they're going to lose anything. At the same time, they can earn token. And within the game, we have this what we call it's a vault, right? It's some sort of wallet, but it's a virtual wallet. So it's kind of like show you like how many Ethereum you have collected, how many Bitcoin you have collected. So that's kind of give you an impression for new people. It's kind of like, do you have a Bitcoin? Oh yeah, I have many, even though it's a virtual, but it's kind of like at least like they're up to date, right?
Yeah, like you can have that portfolio without having it. Yeah, amazing.
Yes. Yeah, this kind of just a fun way doing it. So yeah, we hope like currently the game is running on another EVM called Oasis, but we do hope to bring this to ApeChain. So we talked to some of the ApeCoin team so that in the future, once we live on ApeChain, people can earn ApeCoin for free, right? The thing is, like for people outside crypto from the Web 2, when they heard about crypto, is sometimes like they always say it's like, oh, why do I have to pay in order to play, right? That kind of stuff. Because like they're really used to it, like just download the game for free and they don't have to come up with anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just one of the easiest way to kind of like, just to onboard anyone into ApeChain. So yeah, we submitted our AIP. I know like this is kind of like a buzzword, AIP 566. So we are just waiting it to go for voting. So I need your
Anyone
support. Yes.
listening in, is it AIP 566?
Yeah, AIP 566.
Okay, so I'm gonna say support AIP 566. There we go. Yes, that's big. That's major. Let's get it to go through. Definitely. That'll be the way. It's so cool that we have an ecosystem that we can kind of tap into and say, I want to build, I want to create, and I want to do some more things with this. So yeah, any apes or anyone that owns one ape, please help support. It's all for the
Yes.
love of the blockchain. Can you
Thank you.
tell us a fun fact or maybe an Easter egg that I did see the wreck. There it is. Is there another like a little Easter egg that might be something that folks could look out for? Is there like a change that is interesting?
Oh yeah, actually, throughout the game, you very seldom see a Bitcoin, right? So only when you reach certain score, and then you go into like a secret level, and then you will see the Bitcoin. It's a little bit hard to reach, which is like in real world, it's a little bit hard to to accumulate Bitcoin, but the Bitcoin is there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. It's there's like a long and short way of making an impact, and it's so cool. Let's see. There's some folks that are tuning in right now. I want to say thank you so much, Buzzbee and Lucky Toxic, and a couple others that are just leaving emojis for you and all the love and support.
Wow,
They say that
thank
this
you,
is
thank
a
you.
cool game. It's awesome, and it says one of the questions that came in is can players help each other collect crypto coins, or is it a one person player mode?
Yeah, at the moment it's only for 1%. Yes, because we want to make it like casual. So like even when you're waiting for your coffee, waiting for your bus, it's like just take out your phone, like just play for a few minutes, and then you start earning USDT. Right? Not many games are willing to give USDT as a reward, but we do give out USDT.
Um, awesome. Sorry, I didn't mean to kind of move my eyes that way, but there is someone that's asking about safety and bot prevention and exploiters from farming rewards. So there's two questions here. The first question is, how does Crypto One prevent bots? And the second is, can because you mentioned safety earlier, can
Yeah.
someone have their wallet drained through this app, or is it not real crypto? I don't know if that made sense. I can try to reiterate.
Yeah. Sure. So in terms of bots, like we have a team that I mean, like me, I myself also like put a lot of effort to make it secure. So that's why like we have been building this for like more than a year, and we are not like once the game is out and then we kind of like happy just doing something else. We keep improving it, right? So along the way, only when you release your game, then you'll start to see like different kind of abuse, different kind of attempt. And I wouldn't dare to say it's like this is the most secure game, but we try our best. We already catch a lot of cheater. We already catch a lot of kind of attempt compared to many games. We are pretty sure like our game is pretty secure up till now, right? And on the question about the wallet is we are working together with another vendor that focus on wallet security. This is together with Sakura team and also with Cyberfo. Cyberfo, if you know, this is the company under Circle, the one that issue USDC. So like they're really good in their security. And in terms of this wallet, it's not meant to be. We designed this wallet more like in-game wallet, right? Even though you can access the wallet outside the game, but one of the thing is like we try to separate. This is the wallet within the game. So in fact, like when you play the game, you don't even have to connect your wallet, right? Because some people, I think that's to make it safe, so that people will trust like we are not trying to drain your wallet or like someone else will drain the wallet.
Yeah, that's and again, no for safety for everyone, do not click links. If you don't trust the source, do your own research. Make sure that you have the safety measures in place. There's a lot of folks out there. Crypto Run Games had mentioned a couple. There's Wallet Guard. There's Boring Discord. If you have questions on safety and you're not quite sure and you want to get some more information, feel free to just reach out to folks. Everyone is very welcoming and they'll take the time to help you feel secure. So This has been such a fun podcast so far. I can't believe we're coming up to the end with your panel. We're going to take a couple more
Yep.
questions, and again, it's just overwhelmed with how excited that folks are saying just with your gaming console. And there's a few that have already said that they're downloading it on the App Store in the Abstract channel.
Oh,
So thank you everybody for doing that.
thank you,
So maybe
friends.
we could kind of pivot it to that focus is what are some of, and I'll pull up, I have your website here as well. So are these the best ways for anyone that wants to onboard, since there are folks right now saying they're downloading Google Play in the Apple App Store?
Yeah, that's the safest way to download, right? I mean, like we don't even ask you to, like download different kind of a file into your mobile phone. This is like all kind of a trusted partner for you to get the game.
Okay, amazing. And will you have any new updates that are coming in, or how often do your updates happen? Is it a couple weeks process or a few months, or just depends on when the game is being updated?
It's kind of like every week. Even until today, like we are actively working on it. But the only thing is like sometimes we just wait for the right time for it to complete before we release it. So I think the new things that we are going to release soon is that we are working with a few NFT projects on ApeChain. So we want to bring their character from just from the NFT and put it into the game. So like in very soon, like people can select different kind of character that they saw on the ApeChain.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so they can use their ape in the game?
Not really theirs. It's
Okay.
like just a representation of
Gotcha.
like if you own a G's, then like you can use one of the G's character in the game. Yes.
Okay, I love it. And do you want to come and
Oh,
say hi,
coconut.
everybody? This is my new fur baby. I just adopted her yesterday, and she's
Oh, okay.
our co-host. You want to say hi? Hey.
Hello.
She's always wondering who I'm talking to, so we're still getting used to that. So amazing. Yes, and just want to take a quick reset. We want to say thank you everyone that's been giving all your questions and your love and the donations that are coming in with the Pangu. It's super appreciated. It helps keep things going here. And let's kind of figure out what your vision is. What do you see in the next 5 years for crypto gaming, or just your own brand itself as a whole?
I guess our vision is that we believe like Bitcoin is going to be the future of finance. So through this game, we want to onboard as many as possible people into the Web3 and then let them earn Bitcoin. As of now, we only allow them to earn USDT, but we are working on our way so that people can start earn like different kind of like higher token value like Ethereum, Bitcoin. So probably for now it seems like the reward seems very small, right? But the next 5 years you never know. Like once the Bitcoin like hit like $300,000 or maybe a million, we never know 10 years later, right? So just by playing this game, I think in the future 10 years later they kind of like remember, I played this game long time ago just for fun, and turns out like I own a Bitcoin, and now it's like has a big like it value quite a lot, right? So that kind of like the vision that we have for the next 5 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have an ultimate goal in mind? Like, is it number of players that are onboarded, or is it just player time, or anything in those KPIs?
Not in very specific, but of course like everyone wants to like our short-term goals, like we want to achieve like 1 million download for the game, right? So we are working on it. So that's like our like kind of like one or 2 years kind of goal to hit 1 million. Yes.
Yes, 1 million download. Go download, everybody.
Wow.
I love that. And again, it's been so amazing to get this one-on-one time with you. I see you in this space. I know you and I had a support ticket back in the day when I worked at
Very
Yuka
good.
Labs. So we've got
Yes, thank
a
you.
bridge of a connection for a long time. And it's finally good to see you in action and all the things that you have striving and thriving. And I guess like that, I'm kind of curious. Are with your Made by Apes, I'm using my Made by Apes license in a small capacity. Are
Yeah.
you incorporating your Made by Apes as well into future gaming or maybe Ape Fest activities, just for anyone that's in the community listening in case they find ways we can support each other?
Yes, I mean, like I found that Made by Apes really kind of help you, especially if you're building a Web3 product, right? So it's kind of like give you some sort of like make you look more legit that this is certified. This is not like just random projects that will go puff in 1 second, right? So this is kind of like a team has been vetted, like yeah, that kind of give you a credibility for that.
Awesome. Love that. And it does, it truly does. The Made by Apes, like we're a strong squad. So again, it's been such a pleasure to have you here. And before we close up for this panel, we're going to move into we have a lady named Anita that's going to come in and shine. What are some ways that folks can reach out to you, and what do you prefer? Twitter, Telegram, web? How can folks follow you and support you?
Twitter is the best. Follow our Twitter, Crypto Run Games. That's the way. That's the best way to reach out to us.
Okay, amazing. Let me put that up on the spotlight here. And
Yes, that's the one.
awesome.
Amazing.
And folks are saying thank you for tuning in today. I see I let everyone know in a comment that they can reach out to you directly if they have questions about playing the game or encompassing any feedback. I know you're a very welcoming person. And so do you have any final thoughts for our friends here that are saying hey to us?
Well, I think that's pretty much it, right?
We
Just go
covered it
download
all.
the game. Yeah, just download the game. Let your nephew, let your family members just play with it, so you don't have to worry like they're going to lose anything, right? They just will have fun and they will start earning through the game.
And I love that. You can like and that's like the younger generation. They're very fixated on their phones. And this is an easy way for, like you said, your nephew or your family, or just to kind of get familiar with crypto and not using actual real crypto. So this will just help get those terminologies and with the trading graphs and the comments on Rect. It's like, I love it. I think it's so much fun. And I can't wait to see what you're doing. And I hope that we're able to tap each other again in the future, maybe at Ape Fest or other
Yes.
festivities. So thanks
Yeah,
again for
to
coming
see
in.
you in person. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Blue Queen.
Yeah. Have a great weekend ahead.
You
All right.
too.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye-bye. Amazing. How powerful was that? That was super cool. I'm loving all of the feedback that's coming in on the side where they're saying that they're downloading the game. Like that's what we want to do. We want people to get immersed in it right away and just be dialed in as we're bringing this technology to you. And so we're going to switch gears now, and we have a very fabulous lady that's in the same city as I am, and I cannot wait to dive into what she's about and what her world is. So we'll reset the chat real quick. So anyone that's tuning in on Abstract, YouTube, etc., we want to say thank you so much. If you have questions for Crypto Run, please reach out to him through Twitter. If you need me to help you facilitate communication to him, I'm okay for that. My door is always open. My DMs are open. So I would like to be able to bring up our next guest. Her name is Anita, and I'm going to bring her on stage so she can say hi. GM.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Coffee ready today. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
It's so lovely to see you, and I hope I wonder what you thought about Crypto Run's exhibit.
Wow, I learned a lot because honestly, that's not my lane.
That's what we want to do. We want to adopt.
I do have a little gamer at home, and she would probably understand all of it, but I do not at all.
Okay, we do little bit, and that's why we try to give some of those nuggets of education, because we see that it's becoming the future more. It's becoming more adopted. So appreciate your patience. Our friend is on the other side of the world, so we wanted to let him have that rest while we kick off with you now. So It's amazing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, you look amazing, and you've had so many successes the last. Every time I'm online, I'm just like, wow, you are incredible. So it is I'm humbled, I'm honored to have you here today, ladies.
Thank
Let's go, ladies.
you.
Oh, it's so cool. So before we get started, could you give everyone because we reset the chat and we have new friends that have just logged in. Could you give everybody like an elevator pitch about who you are and what
Sure.
you do and where, if you don't mind disclosing where you are? A lot of friends are curious, but if you're whatever your comfortability is.
Sure. My name is Anita Arredondo. I'm the owner and founder of Be Healthy Weight Loss and Wellness, Nutrition, Weight Loss and Wellness. I am a certified nutrition coach, certified holistic nutrition, and certified menopause coach. I'm here in the Tampa Bay area, off of West Shore and El Prado, in a brick and mortar, but I also do nutrition coaching online and all over the country.
Amazing. You have a wealth of knowledge for wellness and for all of the things that get yourself going and feeling rejuvenated. And so let's kick off some of the first questions to kind of divulge into how you
Okay.
got started and what's your history. So do you want to share with us like what led you to this passion
Yes.
and what you're doing? And do you have a team or who works with you?
So I used to work for another a protein company, and it was a lot of packet food, and just very part-time, minimal after a very, very bad car accident. And I got breast cancer. Okay. I thought I was in the best shape of my life, but apparently I wasn't. And it really hit me hard. I did try to continue health coaching through that company for a little while. And then I just kept seeing everybody gain the weight, lose the weight, gain the weight, lose the weight, gain the weight. And I said to myself, geez, a lot of packet food, it's not good for you. I had estrogen based cancer. So, can be a lot of the environmental, the things that we eat, soy. So I went and got my certifications, and I'm 13-year breast cancer survivor. So, and I'm also a melanoma survivor. And I said, I want to really focus on whole food, real food, fresh food, change the way that people see food and learn proper nutrition, because it's not just about the quick fixes and, let's eat some packets and lose the weight. And then what do you do after that? What have you learned? So it's more about education. I do have another coach that works for me. I also have a 3D body scanner. It's called a Staiku 3D body scanner. And I give everyone their first scan for free, because I believe that you really need to know what you're getting into before you pay for something. So it has a true picture. It's an avatar of your body, gives you a true picture of your health and your measurements, your lean mass, your body fat, all of it. And it gives you a health assessment that shows you your risk of disease. And that's really a huge eye opener for people sometimes, because it's not just about how we look on the outside, it's about how we think, how we feel, and also what's going on in the inside. I was walking around like I was fine and had no idea that I had breast cancer. And it's a shock. So yeah, I do have another coach. We are in South Tampa off of West Shore, and we just really want to help people.
I have the chills as you speak, literal goosebumps as you're talking. If looking at you, you would not know the amount of strength and resilience that you've had to overcome. You are just so
Thank you.
well put together, and it is what you say. It's not what's on the outside. It's on the inside. It's your body. It's how it's reacting, and you've got a ton of love happening in the chat right now that you are a strong survivor. You're beautiful. You're fabulous, and
Thank you.
God won't put you through what you can't handle. And I always say it's like a strength to your testament. Like who it's going to shape you are as a person. So thank you for being vulnerable to tell us your history. And a lot of friends that are tuning in, they're relatable to you. So we appreciate that you helped us to get to that point. And it's amazing what you've got going on for different clients. Would you be open to sharing one of your success stories?
Absolutely.
Sure.
I talk about this lady all the time. She is one of my virtual clients in Massachusetts, and she came to me on doing another program, Packet Food, and she started for the first week and she gained a pound, and she's like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And I said, can you just give me 30 days? Can you just give me 30 days? And she's like, yes. And I said, I won't even charge you. I said, this is how much I know that what you're doing is not working for you. And everybody's body is different. So what I did with her was totally different than what I would do with somebody else. So she gave me 30 days, and she's been with me probably a year and has lost 70 pounds. And it's not just about the weight on the scale. I have her walking every day. And if she's not walking outside, she's going to her apartment complex and getting on the treadmill and just walking. Walking is the most underrated form of exercise that anybody can do. And her cholesterol is down. Her blood pressure is down. She feels so much better. And now she's stayed at this certain weight, but she's okay because we've worked on her mindset and we've worked on how she thinks and how she feels. And although the weight is staying the same, her pants are getting looser, her shirts are getting looser, everything is fitting better, and she's feeling better because muscle weighs more than fat, and she's building muscle, but she's also gaining that confidence. And she is just an amazing human being. She even sent me a picture of herself in a parka, freezing, snow coming down, and she said, I'm walking.
I'm still going to keep at it. She's resilient.
Yes.
Yeah,
And, everybody comes through the door with a different story, a different issue. That's why you can't just hand somebody a sheet of paper and go, oh, okay, this is what you're going to do. And it's the same as this other person, because what works for me is not going to work for you.
Yeah.
So sometimes it takes that first 30 days to really dive into what they're eating, what they're doing, the times a day, how frequent they're eating. There's so many variables to it. And I just love being like a detective, and I love winning, but that's like,
oh, we all do. Absolutely.
yeah, I feel like I'm winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I actually have said, oh yeah, that's working. And, or maybe take somebody off a dairy, or, it's just, we have to really dive into what that person's makeup is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I just have to say, our chat they're absolutely adoring you. They say someone that comes in with value on health and wellness. So I love that. Thank you, everyone that's saying that.
Thank you.
That means a lot, because your time is the most valuable thing, and they're resonating with you, and they love that. And so they said congrats on that success story. And one of the questions that came in is, how do you help folks maintain that long term? Is there a program that ends with you, or is it a consistent check-in, or how does it work usually?
When you are my client, you become my friend, and I become your friend. And I sincerely want to see you succeed. And I want you to stay healthy. And every video I put, I'm at the end, I say, be healthy, because it's about getting healthy. And we don't end, if we move to maybe once a month and you come in and you scan, and I keep checking in on you because I care. Okay. And like I tell my husband, I'm not here to make $1 million. I'm just here to make a difference, because that's why I survived all of the things that I survived. There had to be a reason. And I just want to make a difference. And I want to build community. And I want people to know that this is a safe space. I used to be 225 pounds. And, there's pictures on Instagram. And I'm not afraid to show it because chemo did a number on me. Cancer did a number on me. And I could have wallowed after I lost my business in the hurricane in September, but I didn't. I could have said, well, I'm out. But something was calling me and I wanted to reopen, although we lost our house and our 2 cars and, my business, I still wanted to reopen and I still want to make a difference. And I just want to help people because I feel like I survived for a reason.
Yes, there's a purpose behind every lesson, every blessing.
Yep.
And I'm really sorry to hear about what happened with the hurricanes. We were affected here as well in Tampa, and there are people that lost everything and then they have to restart over. So again, I can't even imagine the emotion that you've had to go through and all the things that you're constantly conquering. It seems like you've got all these different dragons that you have to sort of slay. And I hope you have a support system that helps you with that as well.
I have an amazing community of friends, clients, and I'm actually getting together a networking group in South Tampa, and it's called Big South Tampa, and the acronym is Believe, Inspire, and Grow. And they asked me to open a pod. They're called little pods, and they're asked me to open a pod in South Tampa, and I really feel like and I'm doing it, and that launch is going to be in April, and it'll be on my Instagram and Facebook and everything. But the community, I want to build more community and women-owned businesses and lift people higher because we need that. Everybody they came together. They were very supportive when I lost my business, and I transitioned everybody to virtual. I tried to keep everything going as best as I could. And we're having a grand reopening on Saturday, March 8th. We got like 10 vendors coming, and mocktails and chair massages and tinsel hair, and we'd love everybody to stop by, and no cost, just come and support. Free Staiku 3D body scans for everybody.
Oh, okay, you heard the alpha here first. We're gonna all come out for that. I will be there. I'm gonna put that on my calendar, come out and support you and share in the Tampa ladies groups. That's so cool. And that's how we originally met. If anyone that's kind of curious on how our panelists find each other is, I'm a moderator in a couple of the Facebook groups that have a few thousand ladies in there. And Anita reached out and I was so impressed and was so excited. And I really feel like everyone comes into your path for a reason. And your stories I can resonate with. And when you told me what you've been through and what your age is, you do not look at all. I'm just like, I think that you're one of my girls.
You can say it. And on March 5th, I will be 56 years old.
Slay. Slay.
Sometimes my body feels it, but for the most part, I keep myself as healthy as I can. And I'm, I have to walk the walk and talk the talk. And, I strength train twice a week with a trainer because I'm trying to build muscle and burn fat. That's, as we get older, we need to put more muscle on our bodies. It's not just about the cardio. It's about the strength training.
I love that. And there's a comment that I want to call out. I'm here for it. This is the best quality stream. So I love that. And
I love it.
Yeah, you talk about mindset and how you walk the walk, you got to talk the talk for your business. And can you talk more about like what mindset plays in the role of achieving health and wellness? Like how you have to set up your mind for you to be able to get there?
Absolutely. Your mind controls your body. Okay. If you wake up, excuse my French, in a shitty mood, then your whole day is going to be shitty. Exactly. So part of my little packet that I give everybody is I have a little I am card, and I give you an I am card, and it's laminated, and I give you a little dry erase marker with it. And I say, every morning when you get up, I just want you to put 3 sentences or 3 words, positive affirmations. So a diabetic could be like, I got to take this shot again. I'm diabetic. You know what? How about I am diabetic and I'm beautifully and I'm supported, like I did this with my own daughter, like I am supported. I am loved. I'm going to have an amazing day, right? So you get that little spring in your step. My husband used to tell me years ago, like when we were first married, he ran this big giant call center company, and he's like, I have to be on it. I have to be uplifting. I have to get them moving. And if I leave this house in a crappy mood, then it's going to be crappy. I said,
Yep,
okay. So,
definitely.
and it's true, because what goes on in here, it will affect all of it.
That
And the
is-
stress and the cortisol. And like my little Massachusetts lady, sometimes she'll text me midweek and she'll be like, I need to be talked off the ledge. Okay, let's go. What's the problem? And she'll tell me. And then we'll talk it through. And I'll say, what are you complaining about? You know what? Like, let's look at the positives of everything that's going on. And she hangs up and she'll text me and she'll say, thank you so much. I didn't eat that whole bag of cookies. I had one, or something like that. Or I'll give her an alternative, or I'll say, go take a walk, go write some affirmations. And it just kind of flips a switch in people sometimes.
Mhm. Would you call that emotional eating, or is there
Yes.
a term for that? Mhm.
It's emotional eating. We listen, I have my bad days too. I'm human. I mean,
We
I
all
don't, not every day is, sunny and bright, because, my bones hurt, everything is different on me, because I had a double mastectomy and about 9 surgeries and a year of chemo and all of the things. So things aren't, my body feels a little different. And sometimes I get like in a rut, but then I think about my blessings and all of the things that I have, my 2 beautiful daughters, my 2 amazing grandchildren, and the relationships I have with my friends and my support. And, that's what keeps me going. And, I was body painted with an affirmation word right after I had my mastectomy. And, I think about the courage it took to do that. And I want to inspire others. So, and to leave your mark on the world. When I'm gone, I want my daughters to say, you know what? My mom was really freaking strong, and I'm going to be just like her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you are an amazing role model and individual. I can just tell. And that's what we're put here for, is to help each other. And your vibe is your tribe, and how you
Mhm.
set up your day, like you said, it's got to be set up with intention so that you can
Yes.
receive those blessings. Because if you're blocking it, then it's not going to come to you. So I think you and I have the same frequency. Part of
Yeah,
that.
and it's not just your once a week check-ins here. It's, if you send me a text through the app or what, I have an interactive app. I have a place where they can journal their food, where I can see it in live real time. So it's really cool. And if you need me during the week, I'm here. I'm just a text or a phone call away. I have an amazing husband who supports everything I do, and I'm super, super blessed with
Mhm.
him. And I have a daughter who's 33 and another daughter who's 20. I also am an author in a collective work called Slaying Tampa Bay. So that
Okay.
was really cool too. So
Mhm.
I'm really just trying to leave my mark, because I feel like what I've been through, I was put on this earth to do something more than just exist.
Well, you are absolutely charming our entire chat. And I know you can't see their comments, so I'm just going to pull a couple up. One is saying, we are here to help each other. It's the first person. I thought that was lovely. And thank you for all of this helpful content. That's just been the major. There's around 250 people tuning in right now. And
Wow.
so, yeah, they're in love with you. You've got a fan. So I'm going to pull up your website so that they can get to the nitty gritty here on how they can find out who you're about and what your services are. And we'll do 5 more minutes of questions and it went by so quickly. It was such an amazing chat. Do you want to dive into a little bit about your services, how our friends that are tuning in can get involved? We do have some remote friends here. Are they able to work with you remotely, or is it only in
Yes.
person?
I do in person and remote. You can go to my website and you can fill out the little form and I reach out to you. You can also follow me on Instagram, send me a message there. My app, I can do virtual, I can do in person. And my goal is to meet somebody where they are and to try to work with them as best as I can. My out of state people don't have this Daiku, so we go off of, we really don't place a number on the scale as the importance. What I do is try on a tight pair of pants, try on something you really want to get into. And then we go from there every week. And it's super cool to see the transformation, not only in how they look, but how they feel from the inside out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we work on habits. So yeah, they can work with me. My website is still kind of like a work in progress. I had someone help me do it, and then I mean,
Beautiful.
I do have some products, but I don't focus on products. People buy the products just to kind of like keep in their car in case they're running around and they can't get to something. But I don't promote packet food. I promote whole food, real food, fresh food, because that's how we should be living.
Yeah, and you mentioned something about lifestyle and what you just shared, and can you inform like how wellness can change the impact of your lifestyle, like how it can make you feel certain ways?
Oh yeah, when you start to get well, you want to do more things. You want to go out, you want to walk, you want to get out in nature, you want to gather friends together, and it just changes your whole perspective on life. I do have people that want to do the GLP-1 shots, and that's fine. You want to do it with a reputable company. We have a partnership with Level Up Health and Wellness, and if you do want to do the shot, we will support you, because if you do it through them, our partnership is you get twice a month with me. So that's real. If you're going to do it right, where you're supported with nutrition coaching and accountability, and you're learning how to eat while you're on the shot. Because
Hmm.
that's the biggest downfall, is that people don't know how to eat. They do the shot just to get the weight off, but then they lose muscle mass. And I have to teach them how to preserve that muscle mass and how to eat healthy. And then they can go off the shot and live a great life.
Yeah, and for those of you that are not familiar with the shots, could you give them like a little high overview on what that is exactly?
Mhm.
So connect
So
with
the
that.
shot is a GLP-1. It could be Ozempic, Mounjaro, Tirzepatide, and it was made for diabetics who have a high A1C. They're overweight. They can't get that weight off. Some people are starting to use it just for weight loss. It can happen quick, but if you, like I always say to my clients, if you've been going through McDonald's and eating, and now you're taking the shot and you're going through McDonald's and eating, then when you go off the shot and you've lost all that weight, what do you know? What have you learned? So a lot of these med spas, they'll just give you the shot and then you lose all the weight, but then you just go right back to your bad habits. So habits are really important. I teach really good habits.
Yeah, we all have them. We all have our good, our bad, and the ones that we need to work on. And it's,
Listen,
yeah,
I'm guilty. I'm guilty.
so
I'm a Ben and Jerry's strawberry cheesecake ice cream. You can ask my husband. It's in the refrigerator
love
or
that.
freezer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I'm a coffee person all day.
I want to touch on one thing that's really important to me.
Absolutely.
The dragonfly that is all over my website.
Sure.
I rebranded Dragonfly. Dragonfly is actually a sign of transformation, but it's also the souls of the dead that come and visit you in your time of need. When my mom passed, she said that she would always be there for me and she would show me a sign. And right after she died, I was swarmed with dragonflies. And then I saw them periodically, in times where you were sad or, just kind of in your feelings.
Yeah.
And then they kind of went away. And then when I got cancer, I was sitting in my car and it was raining like crazy. And I was just having a moment by myself because, my husband, when I got diagnosed, said, you have 2 minutes to have a pity party, and then you're going to be the badass girl that I married. And he went, go. And then he said, stop.
He said,
So
okay.
I was sitting in my car. It was raining. It was crazy raining. And all of a sudden, Dragonfly just kind of beamed into the windshield and kept hitting the windshield. And I was like, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay. So I have not seen her recently, but I know that that is my thing. That is my thing. And I know when they swarm me, it's that I need her, and I need her to show me that change is good and that she's there with me. So that's a really important symbol to me and for others for transformation.
It's a divine intervention. I get the same signs as well. My mother passed away. So when I see butterflies and dragonflies in the time of need, I'm like, okay, she was letting me know I'm in the right path. So that's beautiful.
So I figured if I wanted to, I rebranded, and I wanted to incorporate that as, it's transformation, not only for me as having been transformed, but for others.
Yeah, your message is beautiful, and your charisma is shining, and everyone is saying how wonderful it's been just to tap in with you today. And can you share with us, when you're not working, some of the things that you like to do, just to give a personal touch about yourself?
I love music.
Okay.
I love music. And my eldest daughter and I, we could take one word and you give us a word and we could break out in song. And we send music to each other back and forth. So I love going to concerts. I've been to the Tortuga Music Festival.
Ooh.
I love NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and all of those old school. Yes, because I'm old. I love music, and I love going to sit out by the water. I'm a Pisces because my birthday's March 5th, and water and music and just family time. I go watch my grandchildren play basketball on the weekends, and
You're overall everything.
But I love just sitting, having a drink, overlooking the water, and just listening to music, being with my husband. Right now, my hobby is getting my house back in order.
Yeah, and I know it's probably a really long process with all of the different permits and licensing and all that. I know there's a lot of people still waiting.
But I just, I told my husband, I said, it's going to be here tomorrow. It's going to be here tomorrow. Let's go have something to eat, or let's go, do something fun, because there'll be a million Saturdays. I mean, we're in our house. It's fine. And I just try to see positivity in everything.
That's what you have to do. There's, even if it's not for you, it'll be another thing waiting for you. That's what I like to say.
So you embrace the moment, you go have a little fun, and then you go home and do some baseboards, right?
That's it. Yes, I love that. Well, this has been an impactful Friday. You got me all fired up. I'm feeling like so motivated and excited. And here's the website to reach Anita, BeHealthyTampa.com. And you heard it first. Big is coming. There's a lot of events happening. You mentioned Saturday. Was it March 8th? Is the alpha for you? Okay, amazing. And if for anyone that is would like to reach out to me through DMs for me to facilitate the information, feel free. But the best way, would you prefer Instagram, Twitter? What are you most active on?
Follow me on Instagram, Be Healthy Tampa. You can send me messages, or you can go to the website. That's fine too.
And for anyone that, if we didn't cover your questions today, or you're maybe too shy to raise them, she's an open book. You can ask her anything. Her services are wonderful. You can see the transformation of not just the person's, but her soul. And she's been through all of these different challenges, and she's resilient, and she's still coming up and showing up. There's no excuses about Anita. She is a powerful house, and it just shows with her spirit and the story of the dragonfly. I did not know that about her. I feel an even deeper connection with her now spiritually. And so we've got good folks here, and everyone in the chat has been saying that this has been a high quality stream today. They love you. They're so impressed with yourself and Crypto Run Games. And just want to say from my heart, thanks for coming in and sharing and being vulnerable. And I would love to get with you in Tampa. I'd love to do a lunch with you and just kind of see each other and learn more about how we can grow and empower each other with this beautiful wellness journey.
Same. I just want everybody to be healthy. That's all.
So for everybody that's tuning in, happy Friday. Anita, is there anything else you'd like to share with our friends that are calling you so wonderful and fabulous?
Oh, thank you. I just want to say that every roadblock in life is just a stepping stone to make you stronger. That's all. Take it as okay, I can jump over this one. I can do it, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get to the next one. And getting on the other side of something and looking back should make you really, really proud.
That's it. And it's earlier you said something up to me that just replaying in my head. You have to set your day up with intention. If you're feeling bad when you wake up, your day is going to be bad, and these roadblocks are going to get harder. So what Anita is saying is like, this is manifestation. This is prayer. This is calling it into existence. You got to have it with your inside. And I'm just taking away all the things from your website as well. Like, I feel like, wellness for everybody is unique and it's different, but it doesn't have to be a scary journey. It can be a little bit at a time. So
and we can make it fun.
Yeah, we can make it fun. Awesome. Well, if you don't, would you mind hanging out behind stage for a quick second? Sure. I'm going to say bye to everybody. So amazing. We're so happy to have you, Anita. You've been such a pleasure. It's happy Friday to you, dear. So good.
Happy Friday.
Okay, awesome. Well, wow, that was so wonderful. Again, I'm overwhelmed. Almost 300 people are tuning in right now, and they're saying how just amazing it's been to go from a crypto gaming experience and learning adoption on Web3 blockchain, and then moving into wellness journey and finding that, the inner you and how you can get better for each person. So we do this every day. This is a podcast. If anyone is interested and they'd like to share their story or provide value or just come and hang out as a guest, it's always welcome. And so for those of you that want to reach out to our panelists, we are going to have a podcast blog that's going to wrap up this entire show, and it will have our video with subtitles for our friends that have language or access issues. And if you have any other questions that we didn't cover today, or you want to learn more, all of their information will be in there. So just want to say happy Friday, y'all. We appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here. God bless. Ciao, bye.